One missed day turns into one missed week, turns into one missed month, turns into one missed year. And before you know it, you haven't made any progress on your goals. Listen, not knowing the benefits of a dopamine fast will probably be the reason you don't do it, and that will probably be the reason you stay so lazy and unmotivated. So in this video, I'm going to break down the main benefits that you will get from doing a dopamine fast, and I suggest you pay attention. Okay, so I ain't no Oculus Quest. I don't like to play no games, so we gonna hop right into it. Look, it is no secret that doing a dopamine detox or dopamine fast, whatever you want to call it, is not easy. Matter of fact, it's hard. And why wouldn't it be? You're pretty much giving up everything you love to do, and for what? For what? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you, look, exactly the key benefits you're gonna be getting from a dopamine fast and why you should probably do it. Number one is your willpower will increase. You see, the thing about willpower is it's not unlimited. As a matter of fact, I want you to start thinking of willpower sort of like a battery. Well, like rechargeable batteries. Think about it, a lot of you gamers out there, y'all playing PS5 all the time, and you play and you play and you play and you play until what? Your remote controller dies. Then you can no longer play anymore. So at that point, you need to recharge the battery before you can do anything else with it. That's the same way your willpower works. People use it and they use it and they use it and they use it, and by the time they get ready to do something hard and difficult, they ain't got no more juice left.
Well, hold on, guys. That ain't me. I got a big old battery.
Pause. Well, you probably do, and I'm glad for you. However, you're no different than most people. Like I just said, most people use all that energy in the wrong way. They do all the easy things in the beginning of their day, and they use all their willpower on these decisions that have no meaning and have no consequence in their life. And then by the time they get to the big decisions, by the time they get to the big stuff, they don't have any energy to do it. They got no willpower left, and so they push it off to the next day. After you do a dopamine fast, you will see the difference in your willpower, and you will be able to recognize when you are using that willpower on some BS. Number two, mental clarity. Have you ever heard of Jorge Masvidal, famous UFC fighter? Well, in one of my recent videos, I mentioned how he changed his life during monk mode, and you can check that out here. But if you're like me and you never click on these things, you can just listen to my summary right now. Before Masvidal blew up into stardom, he took an extended break. He basically did a reality TV show where he was stranded on an island. No phone, no communication, no internet, no nothing. And one of the main things that he experienced on this island was mental clarity. Now, why did he get mental clarity? Well, it was because he didn't have anything else distracted him. He finally was at a point in his life where he could hear his own thoughts. He could listen to what his heart and his soul had to say. And do you know what it was saying to him? It was telling him that he still wanted to fight. It was telling him that he still had gas in the tank. It was telling him that he still had the desire to go out there and be the best. My guess is he would have never heard these things had he not been in that environment, had he not been away from distractions, had he not been away from the phone, had he not been away from the women, because he would have been too distracted. He would have never been able to hear those thoughts. But because he heard those thoughts, he decided to go back into the UFC with a new motivation, with a new focus and a new mindset. You see, guys, that's what mental clarity can do for you. Gives you a chance to hear your own thoughts, gives you a chance to realize where you actually want to go in life, not based on what other people say. It gives you a chance to know you, and that's important. Doing dopamine detox will give you the space that you need to gain the mental clarity you need to go in the direction of life you want to go. Number three, your problem-solving power increases. This is actually something I discovered during my first fast. It was about 2 weeks before the actual fast. I realized that I get really frustrated when I can't immediately find the answer to something, or something isn't immediately solvable. Like, I get mad as hell, really impatient. Look, I know I'm not perfect, guys. Okay, I'm not perfect, all right? I get mad as hell. But when you do a dopamine detox, your ability to solve problems, or should I say your ability to handle objections or handle upcoming hurdles, just increases by a lot. There were several projects that I had neglected because I ran into problems that I couldn't initially solve. And during my dopamine detox, I decided to tackle those problems, and I just found it a lot more fun to work on those problems. I found that when I ran into problems, I was actually kind of excited to be able to deal with those problems. And so instead of me trying one or two things out or researching one or two things and it's still not working and me quitting and then pushing it to the side, no, I was actually ready to keep trying. And on one of these projects specifically, I had to try 8 different solutions before I got the answer that I wanted to. So it was just really enlightening to me to see that I had not only increased willpower, but my increased ability to problem solve and my increased ability to handle upcoming objections or upcoming hurdles. Another thing I noticed was I was a lot more patient with myself. I was able to reframe things a lot better. I was able to say, no, this solution that I tried failed, but it doesn't make me a failure. And as a matter of fact, I was able to turn that around and view that failure or that solution not working as gained knowledge. And I thought that was just huge for me. And so I was able to build on that gained knowledge on those projects that I had skipped. And eventually I was able to solve most of them. Overall, doing a dopamine fast during this time taught me two valuable lessons. One, everything is figure outable. And then two, just because the answer is not there initially doesn't mean you can't find it. You just might have to do a little extra digging. So if you're anything like me, doing a dopamine fast will bring out your ability to solve problems, and it will give you the necessary determination to overcome the hurdles that are absolutely going to come with anything that you're gonna do worth meaning. 4, life and work will be more engaging. So I read 2 articles recently, and don't ask me to directly quote them or link the articles in the bio because I don't feel like it. I don't wanna go look for them, but I read them. One article was about the world's least happy countries, and I was surprised to see that a lot of the wealthier countries were on that list. And the other article said that wealthier countries tend to be a lot more unhappy. And I wondered to myself, like, why? Why is that? You got money, you got everything, you got women, you got stability. Why are these countries more unhappy than the rest of the world? Well, it turns out the richer you are, the more access that you have to everything. Literally, the more access you have. Think about it. Think about it in our society. Think about it in the US. If you're watching this from the US, shout out to you. But think about it in the US. Literally at the click of the button, you can see the hottest girl you've ever seen banging another dude. Click of a button, you can have your favorite fast food delivered to you in 15 minutes. Amazon will give you anything you need within a day, within 2-day delivery. Everything that we want is immediately available to us, but that's not always a good thing. The reason that wealthier countries are generally unhappy, especially when they have access to everything, is because they are overstimulated. No, everyone is overstimulated. And the reason that's bad is because overstimulation works a lot like alcohol. Yeah, sure, the first time you drink 1 beer, you're blacked out. The next time you need 6 beers to black out. Then before you know it, you're drinking 2 kegs before you really even feel drunk. And then by the time you drink all that and you actually get blacked out, God damn, you feel terrible the next day. And each time you do it, it just gets less fun. And guess what? Your brain works the same way. You're so overstimulated by all the things in your environment that everyday life, everyday normal routine activities are boring to you. You don't even want to do them. They don't interest you. They don't excite you. They don't get you up out of bed. If you're not watching 18,000 porn videos, then you're not excited. What is doing something like a little goal? Is that supposed to excite me when I got Alexis Texas over here? Oh, you want me to have a conversation with somebody in real life when I got 17-pound butt cheeks right here on my TikTok screen doing the latest dance? Why? The point is, when you do a dopamine fast, you give your brain receptors a chance to reset back to baseline levels. And what that means is when they're at baseline levels, the normal and routine things will again become interesting to you. And when things are interesting to you, you'll pay attention to them, you'll put more time into them, you'll put more work into them, you'll get better, and those normal activities usually are the things that are actually good for you versus watching Alexis Tech. Whatever, you get my point, but the thing I'm saying is it's definitely worth a try. Dopamine fasting is definitely worth a try. I think it can help y'all out. But anyway, I hope you guys found value in this video, and if you did, please do your boy a favor. We trying to grow this channel, baby. So help me out. Go ahead and hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell, join the gang, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. You know what it is. Your boy Glasses out. Peace.